Hello, Namaste. I am Vandana Gupta, a yoga expert and a holistic wellness coach. Thank you so much for joining me on Chola MS Instagram handle to discuss a very important topic, yoga during pregnancy. Being a mom, I know what is the importance of this beautiful topic. Being a new mom, a practitioner and teaching yoga for over a decade now, I knew that I cannot pass without the essentials of yoga during this beautiful phase of having a child. So today we will discuss what is the importance of yoga और किस तरह का योगा हम प्रेगनेंसी के दौरान प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. So सबसे पहले let me tell you क्या है योगा जो हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं during the pregnancy. So the kind of yoga we practice during the pregnancy is called prenatal yoga. Prenatal yoga mainly focuses on the gentle yogasan or modified yogasan जो कि हम प्रेगनेंसी के फर्स्ट ट्राइमेस्टर, सेकेंड ट्राइमेस्टर या फिर थर्ड ट्राइमेस्टर के अकॉर्डिंग मॉडिफाई करते हैं along with the pranayam and the mind centering. So all these things actually helps to prepare our body and mind for the childbirth or the birthing process or even after. Let's keep this session a little interactive. If you have any question coming in your mind, please write down in the comment section. Towards the end of this session, I'm going to address most of the question or all of them if possible or the time allows. So now I will tell you what is the importance of prenatal or yoga during pregnancy. First of all, जब हम योगा करते हैं प्रेगनेंसी के दौरान या फिर अपने आप को सेंटर करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास एक जो प्रॉब्लम आती है या चैलेंजेस आते हैं शुरुआत में दैट वी फील नॉइशिया, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ बैक पेन और मॉर्निंग सिकनेस. सो योगा कम्स प्रीटी हैंडी विद इट. Our bodies keep on changing and the major important thing is there's a major shift in hormones during the pregnancy. Our bodies keep changing and there's a lot of emotional high and lows. Yoga actually support our ever changing body during the pregnancy as well as ease out those challenges which I was just talking about like back pain, nausea, insomnia, indigestion, heartburn, acidity, emotional high and lows और उसके साथ ही carpal tunnel syndrome which is very common during pregnancy, though not every woman gets it but it's very common. So what happens with yogasana, there is a lot of blood flow or the blood circulation happens in a very proper manner in the body, as well as with the pranayam there is enhancement of the oxygen throughout the body and the muscles which ease out all the tension or these challenges which happens or the muscle अगर tense होती हैं या फिर aches and pains बहुत ज़्यादा आते हैं बॉडी में तो इनको ease out करने में बहुत मदद करते हैं. इसके साथ ही जब हम मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो जो इमोशनल हाई एंड लो हम फेस करते हैं उसको भी ईज आउट करने में बहुत मदद करते हैं. साथ ही योगा और योगासन प्रीनेटल योगा helps us to prepare ourselves for the birthing process जिसको हम लेबर या डिलीवरी भी बोलते हैं या लेबर के डिफरेंट फेजेस होते हैं उसके लिए हमें प्रिपेयर करने में मदद करते हैं. सो हाउ डज दिस हैपन? योगा makes our body, yogasan makes our body supple, flexible and strong, especially the lower body, pelvic floor, our legs, abdominal muscles, जिसकी वजह से हमारा बर्थिंग प्रोसेस जो होता है वो थोड़ा स्मूथ हो जाता है. साथ ही प्राणायाम, बिकॉज ऑफ प्राणायाम द काइंड ऑफ breathing practices we practice throughout a pregnancy, it actually helps us to understand how to breathe through the different phases of labor. कभी हमें डीप ब्रीथ की जरूरत पड़ती है तो कभी स्मॉल शॉर्ट सैलो ब्रेथ की भी जरूरत पड़ती है ड्यूरिंग द लेबर. सो दिस प्रीनेटल योगा हेल्प अस टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू ब्रीथ थ्रू द डिफरेंट फेजेस ऑफ labor as well as the centering and centering help us to understand how to relax and loosen our body. So हमारी बॉडी में आपने नोटिस किया होगा कभी भी कोई पेन होता है तो बॉडी itself tells us how to tighten ourselves or tighten itself. So this is where yoga takes a very important part, that how to relax our body, how to just let go of that tightening of our body by itself. Now comes in a mind योगा कब से स्टार्ट करना चाहिए? When I can start the yoga during my pregnancy? So I'll tell you whenever your doctor gives you a green signal. Okay, now you are good to go for any kind of physical activity. This is when you can start your prenatal yoga. Again, I will ask you, if you have question, you can write down in the comment section. I will address all your question towards the end of the session. Now I'm going to tell you a couple of asana that you can practice throughout your pregnancy from the first trimester to the last. Of course, you need to take a green signal or a green flag from your doctor for it first. There is a mat behind. I'll go there so that you can see me that how to practice such yogasana. The first yogasana is Talasana. Talasana करने के लिए दोनों पैरों के बीच में hip width का gap रखकर खड़े होंगे. So I will use Hindi and English both, so most of you can understand my language properly. For Talasana, keep your legs hip width apart. Inhale nice and deep. Tuck your tailbone a little under. So your core is also engaged, not too under, not too out, just a little under. So your core muscles are engaged. Your hands are resting by your body or hanging just by your side body. Inhale, take your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers right over your crown chakra or the center of your head. Exhale there completely. With the next inhalation, flip your palms up towards the roof and straighten your arms towards the ceiling. This asana is fantastic to stretch your whole body. जितने भी स्टिफनेस हमारी बॉडी में हो जाती है, जिसकी वजह से एक्स और पेन्स आते हैं, उनको भी ईज आउट करने में मदद करता है. साथ ही दिस इज अ वेरी गुड आसन फॉर द फोकस एंड कंसंट्रेशन. सो दिस एक्चुअली हेल्प्स यू टू काम योरसेल्फ. एक्सहेल करते हुए फ्लिप योर पाम्स इनसाइड and slowly bring your hands back to the starting point. Inhale here again and exhale. Slowly relax your arms. If possible, bring your legs together. If not, you can stand with your legs apart. How many times you can practice this asana? You can practice this asana anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute. If that's too much, you can count your breath, like 5 breaths or 10 breaths. If that's also too much, what you can do it dynamically. So you will go up, here, inhale, arms overhead, stretch, exhale, flip your palms inside, bring your arms back. Again, inhale, up, exhale, flip your palms side, down and relax. This is how you can practice for 5 to 10 times according to your own comfort. Now I'll tell you the next posture, that's called Baddha Konasana, जो हमें बैठ के करना होता है. So sit on your mat. Baddha Konasana आपने काफी लोगों ने देखा भी होगा. इसको बटरफ्लाई पॉस्चर की आसन भी बोलते हैं, जिसके लिए दोनों पैरों के जो पंजे हैं उनको साथ में रख के बैठेंगे. Means both the feet, sole of the feet together. Here, if you want to, you can use block or cushion, anything if your knees cannot reach the floor. The beauty of prenatal yoga is you can use as many props as you want to. So, if you want to use your props, you can use yoga blocks. If you don't have a yoga block or yoga blocks, you can use cushion or a rolled blanket or a towel, anything, whatever is handy with you. Now interlace your fingers, catch your toes, sit upright, start flipping your knees up and down or flapping your knees up and down. So don't go too fast, don't go too slow also. This asana is wonderful for a lot of things. First thing, this actually opens this area, makes it flexible, जो कि टाइटन होना शुरू हो जाता है, especially our hip area. Pelvic floor में blood circulation को बढ़ाता है, तो जिससे जो हमारी प्रेगनेंसी के प्रोग्रेस के साथ साथ जो ओपनिंग की फीलिंग आनी चाहिए, ये आसन जो है वो विमेन में दैट फीलिंग को लेकर आता है, दैट ओपनिंग फीलिंग. सो दिस इज अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल पोस्चर फॉर द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ आवर प्रेगनेंसी. धीरे धीरे, लेकिन आप पहले दिन से ये आसन प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन प्रैक्टिसिंग दिस आसन फ्रॉम द डे 1 till the labor room. The most important part in this, I'll show you sideways. Try to sit upright. If you're not able to sit upright, if you're using blocks under your knees, you can use a support behind your back also. It's completely alright if you're using a support behind your back. Try not to lean forward or to lean back. I know when you have a big belly, you may tend to go a little backward. Hence, use a support behind your back so you will not lean backward more than the necessary. How many times you can practice this asana? You can practice this asana for 3 to 5 deep breaths, or if you are flapping, you can stay in this asana for 30 seconds. If that's too much, then you can reduce the timing also. If you are comfortable, then you can go anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes. After this posture, I'm going to tell you the second posture, actually the third posture, that's called Malasana. For Malasana, just keep your feet wide enough or hip width apart. Your toes are facing outward, your heels are in. Your knees are going outward and you are sitting upright. So there is a saying, and there are people, there are women feels they are more flexible during pregnancy. There are a lot of women feel they are more stiff during pregnancy. This asana is good for both of you. If you are feeling more flexible in your body, then this is very good asana. And if you are feeling very tight in your pregnancy, this is also very good asana. This strengthens the uterus also, and when you will practice this asana, this will actually help you. This kind of squatting posture help you for the delivery process. If you are not comfortable, you can use a stool or a block under your hips like this and sit on it. It's fine. The most important part, you will press your elbows on your knees to go outward. I'm not using the block. I was just showing you that you can use the block. You sit here. If you are comfortable enough, you can sit for as long as you want to. If you are not comfortable enough, then stay there for 5 to 10 deep breaths and slowly release the posture. In the first trimester, you will feel this is easy to release the posture. Once you have a big belly, you may have to keep your legs further apart. Maybe you are not able to sit properly down there. This is where you want to use a stool or 2 yoga blocks or maybe something even elevated or higher. Slowly release the posture. Now I'm going for the fourth posture of the day. That's called Marjorie or Vithilasana. Marjorie and Vithilasana. So or was the Hindi wala or, not OR. Come on your all fours. So your wrist under shoulders. I go a little back so that you can see me properly. Your knees under hips. Inhale nice and deep here. As you exhale, roll your pelvic a little in, spine up, chin towards your chest. As you inhale, roll your pelvis out, spine down, chest in front, chin to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. Relax. Let me tell you about the beauty of this beautiful asana. First of all, it stretches your whole spine, makes it flexible. So जितने भी back और back pains आते हैं, चाहे वो upper back हो या lower back हो, those aches and pains ease out with this asana. First of all, secondly, with the progression of the pregnancy, when your bum comes out, there's a lot of weight your spinal cord has to bear. So your spinal cord with this kind of asana or such kind of asana or this particular asana gets prepared for that. So this is a beautiful asana you should practice from the day one. Of course, when your doctor says yes, you can practice all these asanas. Now I'll tell you the last asana of the day, that's called Adho Mukha Svanasana or downward facing dog, how to do that asana. So come on your all fours exactly the same way. This time, if you are in your first trimester, then you can keep your legs almost hip width apart or maybe a little narrower than that. But as you progress or as you have your baby bump, you may have to keep your legs further apart, more than your hip width. Slowly lift your knees up and hips up towards the ceiling. If you feel there's a lot of pressure coming on your wrist, then you can do the Marjorie and Vithilasana. If you are comfortable, then go in Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can stay in this asana for as long as you want or as long as you feel comfortable. If there's any kind of discomfort, you need to release the asana. For the matter of fact, any of the other asana as well. This asana is very good for your respiratory system, for deep breathing. It actually helps you to open your chest area also, so this is good for respiratory system as well as for indigestion. which we feel and which is actually byproduct of pregnancy. Heartburn, indigestion, constipation, this is a very good asana for that. I'm coming to you now. So I'm hoping all these asanas will help you, but before you will start any of these asanas, make sure that you are warming up a little. Like wrist rotations, shoulder rotations, or maybe taking your arms overhead, doing a little back and forth movement so your shoulders are warmed up enough. Exactly same way with your ankle, point your toes outside, flex them back, start rolling your ankles. So such small movement before you practice all these major asanas. Great. So if you have any question, I'm ready to answer all of your questions as well. Quickly seeing if there is any question. If you feel that such asanas are not easy for you to practice, you can practice the modification which I have told you, like if you are doing a butterfly posture or Baddha Konasana, जिसको हम cobbler posture भी बोलते हैं, if you are practicing that, then use the cushion or the yoga blocks under your knees. If you are practicing Malasana, then use a stool or use 2 blocks or probably higher than that once you progress in your pregnancy for later stages. Okay, now since I have told you about the yogasana, let me tell you about one more thing. What is the common health issues one faces during pregnancy? Back pain. Very common. I get most of the queries for back pain and all of these asanas. In fact, if you are doing Baddha Konasana and Malasana also, Malasana actually helps you for the middle back a lot. If you are practicing Malasana with the lower body and the uterus, it actually helps to strengthen the middle back and the upper back also. Same with the Baddha Konasana. If you are sitting and doing butterfly posture, your spine is erect. It will help you with that. But majorly, Marjorie and Vittal Asana will help you a lot with the back pain. What are the don'ts of yoga during pregnancy? The first don't, if you feel uncomfortable at any point of time, please stop doing that asana. Secondary, try to practice under the supervision or guidance. If you have a teacher, that'll be great. If you don't have anybody, have someone in the family who's looking after you while you are practicing yoga. So if they feel that you are not comfortable in the posture, they can always come to you. Sometimes what happens, you are going in the Adho Mukha Svanasana where your head is below your heart. जिनको बहुत ज़्यादा नॉइशिया रहता है, जिनको बहुत ज़्यादा डिजी फीलिंग होती है, कभी कभी उनको ये आसन कंफर्टेबल नहीं होता. So we don't ask them to do this particular asana. Then we modify this asana with the Marjorie to Vittal asana. So you can practice that asana. Another don't, if you feel that you are not comfortable, you are pushing too hard without using the props, please don't do that to yourself. If you feel shortness of your breath, so yeah, this is another challenge which women face during the pregnancy is shortness of the breath. If you're feeling shortness of the breath, then take a sip in between. If you're feeling you're sweating too much or you are not able to breathe properly, then take a break, breathe, and then come back to your asana practice. The most important part here is keep yourself well hydrated. So this is where this is the only class, like prenatal yoga class, where we actually ask people that you can sip water. In fact, please sip water. Otherwise, in yoga classes, we ask not to sip any water. Just keep yourself without water throughout the class. But for prenatal, please keep sipping your water. Now, I am going to tell you one breathing technique for sure. We still have some time in our hand. So, the breathing technique which you should follow is called Dirgha Pranayam. There are many pranayam, but Dirgha Pranayam is also very, very good. So sit in any comfortable cross-legged position if you are able to sit on the floor. If not, sit on a chair comfortably. Spine is comfortably erect, not like an ironer, but softly and nicely erect. What you do is, you inhale, you feel your belly is already out if you are in your second or third trimester, but you still feel the lower part of your lungs pushing a little down. Your lungs are expanding to the sideways and your breath is coming till here, till the clavicular. This is where how the inhalation should happen, longer. Exactly same way exhalation. So your belly or the lower part of your rib cage goes a little relaxed than your lungs and then the clavicular. Inhale and exhale. Dirgha Pranayam helps you a lot in the labor room. When you are in pain, when you are in labor, and when the first phase, the second phase and the third phase comes of the labor, or the final phase comes of the labor, this is when you just need to relax and loosen your body. जब वो टाइट होने लगती है आपकी बॉडी तब आपको लूज करने की जरूरत है, रिलैक्स करने की जरूरत है. दीर्घ प्राणायाम वहाँ भी काम करता है बहुत ज़्यादा. दीर्घ प्राणायाम थ्रू आउट द प्रेगनेंसी अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, इट विल एक्चुअली काम्स योर माइंड ऑल्सो अ लॉट. So try to practice Dirgha Pranayam during your pregnancy, throughout your pregnancy. Is there anything else I can help you with for the day? Great. So I think this is it for the day. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. आई होप जितने भी योगासन मैंने आपको सिखाए हैं और बताए हैं वो सब आपके लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा फायदेमंद और यूजफुल रहेंगे. आई वॉन्ट टू टेक 2 minutes टू थैंक चोला MS जनरल इंश्योरेंस फॉर गिविंग मी दिस प्लेटफॉर्म और दिस forum to interact with you all on this important topic, yoga during pregnancy or the importance of yoga during pregnancy. Believe me, yoga will help you immensely during this period of time. Tune in to Chola MS for such live and podcast. If you have more queries, try to write down your question in the comment section. We will try to answer back. Thank you so much. Namaste. Take care of yourself.